Okay, day 73 of grammar punctuation. The first section is capitalization. It says capitalize the first word when someone has spoken. This is called a direct quotation. So, example, Bibby, I'm not sure if that's how you say that. Bibby said, "My dog has 2 puppies." Bibby said, "My dog has 2 puppies." So even though this word is not the beginning of the sentence starts with Bibby. Bibby said, "My dog has 2 puppies." It's the beginning of what Bibby said, and see how it's in quotations? That means that's what he said. So we're going to capitalize that because it's the beginning of the sentence of what Bibby said. So in this one, number 1, you are going to write the capitalization. Miss Boda asked, "What is your name?" So I see 3 words in that sentence that need to be capitalized. See if you can find those words. The next section is punctuation. Place what someone says in quotation marks. Ryan asked, "Where's your house?" So again, can you see the very beginning of the sentence, "Where's your house?" It has a capital letter. And then what he asked, "Where's your house?" gets quotation marks. So those are these 2 little like upside down commas in the air on both sides of the expression of what he said. Or like apostrophes, upside or backwards kind of apostrophes this way and the right way this way. A small child cried, "Where's my mama?" So what did the child say? That portion of the sentence needs to be in quotation marks. And make sure there's no other punctuation missing. Always make sure we have end punctuation. Compound words. A compound word is made by joining 2 regular words. An example here, anthill. Ant and hill are put together to form the compound word anthill. The compound word made by joining tooth and brush is, you'll write that there. Sentence combining, you guys know how to do this. Read the 2 sentences and make them into 1 sentence. Let's turn to page 74. I'm going to move the book over a bit. Page 74 here. Capitalization, number 1. Millie shouted, "Here's my notebook." So I see 2 capitalization errors, 2 words that need to have capital letters in them. Both things we've already talked about in the past. One of them we talked about yesterday, so see if you can find those 2 errors. Number 2, punctuation. Nikki said, "Our car has a flat tire." So in this one, I see 2 punctuation that were left out. Remember, there has to be special marks when people say something. Go ahead and see if you can figure out what that would be and include that in your work. Dictionary guide words. At the top of every dictionary page are 2 words. These are called guide words. For a word to be on the dictionary page, the spelling has to be between those 2 words. For example, rod would not be on this page because rod comes after red. So in a dictionary, up on the top, up here there's a word, and over on this side there's a word, or over here there's a word, and like if rain were here and red were here, we would know that rod wouldn't be anywhere on this page because R-O comes after R-E. So could the word ram be found on this page? Alphabetically, you're looking at the word to see if it could be found on this page. And what would really be helpful is if you were looking in a dictionary so you could see what we're talking about here. Sentence combining, you guys know how to do that. Day 75, capitalization. Capitalize the name of a language. So Spanish. Spanish is a language, and so it gets capitalized. If you said, if somebody's speaking French, French is a language, so the F in French would be capitalized. Do you speak any language besides English? So in this sentence, I see 2 punctuation errors. Let's see if you guys can find them. Capitalization errors, I'm sorry. Punctuation. Place a colon between the hour and the minutes in time. So we've already done this in the past. Example, 4:30 a.m. Hour, colon, minutes. Chelsea's sister came at 9 o'clock p.m. So this one, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 punctuation symbols that are missing. See if you can find out 4 of them. Rhyming words. Words that rhyme make the same sound. Example, sadder and ladder. A word that rhymes with sandy is, you write your word there. Sentence combining. Those oranges are in Florida. Those oranges are in a basket. Go ahead and combine those two. And the last one we're going to look at in this section is day 76. Capitalization. So this is just practice of what we've learned in the past. The people of France speak the French language. So France means that's the name of a country. So what capitalization is missing? What capital letters are missing in this sentence? I see 1, 2, 3. Let's see if you can find all 3 of them. Punctuation number 2. They'll read Harry and Shelbert next. So Harry and Shelbert, see how the 2 asterisks means this is the name of a book. So punctuation. I see 1, 2, 3. Let me get that light on the computer going back on. It helps. I see 3 errors in punctuation on here. See if you can find them. Synonyms and antonyms and homonyms. Antonyms are words with opposite meanings. So hot is opposite of cold. Write an antonym for good. So opposite of good. And then combine these 2 sentences. Okay, that's the end of this week.